Song 35, Rechungpa's third journey to India. Obeisance to all gurus. Through his miraculous powers, the Jetson Milarepa had conquered the scholar priests in their ill-intentioned debate and had won the argument. However, his heart of Rechungpa was not satisfied with this victory, for he thought that the Jetson had not answered the monk's questions in a scholarly manner. The only way, Rechungpa thought to himself, to conquer these scholars who cannot even be convinced by the evidence of miracles is through logic and argument, or by black magic and curses. I might ask the Jetson to teach me black magic, but it is not likely that he would. Oh, confound it, these damned scholars who belittle genuine miracles as sorceries. Well, they certainly deserve to be dealt with, but the Jetson will never do it. Well, it is true that my guru is well versed in the pith instructions for attaining Buddhahood in one life, but in order to beat these scholars, I shall go to India to learn logic and science. He then went to Milarepa and told him of his intention. The Jetson said, Rechungpa, if we had been defeated in the debate, how could the scholars have credited us with pure thoughts? If you go to India merely for the purpose of learning the art of debate, you are then doing something wrong and worthless. That also means that you will forsake meditation practice. In learning semantics, you may acquire some knowledge about words, but still you will not be able to win all the debates, nor can you master the whole study of letters. Only Buddha can answer all questions and challenges, but to achieve Buddhahood, one must practice. Therefore, the best way is to abjure the world, renounce all thoughts and wishes of this life, and devote oneself to meditation. 1. May slay people by black magic, but if he cannot deliver the victims from samsara, both he and the victims will be damned. Formerly, I used black magic to curse my enemies, but because of this sinful deed, I had to go through many painful trials under Marpa. Life is very short. No one can tell when death will fall upon him. Therefore, please forget everything else and concentrate on your meditation. In spite of his guru's advice, Rechungpa pressed the Jetson to grant him permission to go to India. Milarepa then said, if you insist upon ignoring my advice, you may go to India, but I am not sending you there to study logic and science. When I was with Marpa, I received from him only 4 of the 9 complete teachings of the formless Dakini Dharma series. He said that the other 5 were still available in India, and also prophesied that a disciple in our lineage would later secure them from a teacher of Naropa's transmission. Thereby many sentient beings will be benefited. Since I have been devoting myself to meditation, I have not yet attended to this matter. These teachings, therefore, are still to be obtained. I am now old and sick. Also, I have fully realized my own mind. There is no need for me to go. I think it fitting that you go to India to procure them. You will, however, need some gold for your journey. Thereupon the Jetson and Rechungpa collected all the gold that people had offered them, which totaled quite a large sum. Then Shidorma and Lesibum, together with many patrons, prepared a sacred banquet as a farewell party for Rechungpa. In the assembly, the Jetson presented his disciple with all the gold and said, Rechungpa, my son, listen to my song and think about it. You should try to secure the teachings in India in this manner. I bow down to Marpa the translator. Pray bless us that we keep to your tradition. This uninformed son of mine, the loser of debate, and full of doubts, has stopped his meditation, and is about to wander far away to study. This is the very thing a yogi should avoid. Rechungpa, when you arrive in India, try to secure the formless Dakini Dharmas of the great Pandita Naropa's succession, but never give yourself to studying words. In the beginning I met the right person, I put myself in the hands of Marpa. In the middle I practiced the right teaching, meditating on the White Rock Mountain. At the end I ask for alms in the right places for alms. I beg here and there without friends or kinsmen. Since I have disposed of samsara and nirvana, and have nor hope nor fear in my mind, I shall never regress in my meditation. When with my Guru Marpa on that steep hill, he once said to me, the king of the mighty wheel holds it as the jewel, and the bird with 5 families flies in its expanse of Dharma essence. 5 special teachings in India will survive. First, the lamp of illuminating wisdom. Second, the wheel net of Nadi and Prana. Third, the great bliss of precious words. Fourth, the universal mirror of equality. And fifth, the self-liberation Mahamudra. These 5 teachings are still taught in India. I am too old to go, but you, child of Marpa's lineage, should go to India to learn them. Rechungpa was delighted. He picked up the best piece of gold, tossed it to the Jetson as his farewell offering, and sang, "Bless me, my teacher, let me risk my life to fulfill the Guru's wish. Pray help me get the Dakini's teachings as prophesied. With your great wisdom, compassion, prayer protect and never part from me. Pray at all times look after this, your son, who has no kinsman and no friend. Pray conquer all his hindrances, and save him from gearing astray. Pray safeguard him wherever he goes in India, a land of danger and full of bandits. Pray lead him to the right teacher as he wanders on alone in that foreign land." In response, the Jetson sang, "My son Rechungpa, on your way to India, remember these 7 trinities of counsel. The skillful path of Tantra, the Guru's pith instruction, and one's own judgment are 3 important things for your remembrance. Respect and serve the land, have faith in your Guru, be determined and persevering. These are 3 things you should remember. Rightly to direct the live stream prana, to enter the Dharma essence, and to master all the teachings are 3 techniques you should remember. The views of the bliss void of the myriad forms of reasoning and following the scriptures are 3 essentials you should remember. A partner qualified in mudra, experience of the bliss therein, and the elephantine work, these are the 3 delights you should remember. To instruct an idler brings misfortune. To speak of one's experience leads to loss. In towns to wander damages one's yoga. These are the 3 dangers to remember. To join the assembly of the brethren, to attend the meeting of Dakinis, and be present at the secret feasts are the 3 occasions not to miss. Think of the meaning of this song and put them to practice. Rechungpa made many obeisances to the Jetson and then set out for India. Accompanying him were 15 monks, their leader being a Nyingmapa Lama called Jidun. In Nepal, both Rechungpa and Jidun had some success in spreading the Dharma. They also met Dipupa's disciple Barima. When they asked the king of Kokom in Nepal for a travel permit, the king said, "It is wonderful that you, the heart disciple of the great yogi, who refused my invitation before, have now come to me." He was delighted and granted all Rechungpa's requests. Arriving in India, Rechungpa met Dipupa and obtained all the teachings he wanted. Dipupa also had great faith in Milarepa. He entrusted Rechungpa with his gift, an aloe wood staff to present to the Jetson upon his return to Tibet. On this journey, Rechungpa also met the accomplished yogini Maggie, and he received from her the teaching of the Buddha of long life. He also learned much black magic and many deadly spells from pagan Indians. On his way home, Rechungpa again met Barimi in Nepal. As to the story of Barimi correcting the jealous translator scholars and Rechungpa's other adventures in Nepal and India, the reader may refer to Rechungpa's biography, in which all is told in full. In his illuminating samadhi, Milarepa foresaw Rechungpa's return. He then went to Balku Plain to welcome him. Thus the father and the son met again. This is the story of Rechungpa and Dipupa.